Hi all, welcome to New IAS Daily Current Affairs session. Today for our discussion we have these topics: Kashmir Apple, Sadia, Samudra Shakti, Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, OTT Services, Global Cooling Prize, Rural Crafts and Cultural Hubs Project, Inspire 2018 and our daily sessions of MAP aided program and PQRS. So let's see the topics one by one. First is Kashmir Apple. Kashmir apple came into news because untimely heavy snowfall has damaged the apple plantations of Kashmir and it inflicted heavy loss in the horticulture sector. And regarding the apple production in India, Kashmir accounts for more than 70%. Now, let's see what are the main types of Kashmiri apple grown on commercial scale in Kashmir. So as you can see, they are Ambri, American Trail, Red Delicious, Maharajji, Hazrat Bali and Golden Delicious. So these names are not really important to remember, but sometimes questions could be asked like American Trail, Red Delicious, etc. are varieties of what? So just mentioned. Now, which are the other states or regions growing apple? Apart from Jammu and Kashmir, apple is grown in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. And also, a small percentage of apple production in India accrues to other regions like Nagaland, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh and even the Nilgiri Hills in Tamil Nadu. Now, regarding the overall production of apple, China is the leading producer of apple amongst other producers across the globe. Now, since we have discussed about apple, let's see what are the other fruit varieties produced in India and by which states. It should also be noted that India is the second largest producer of fruits in the world. As you can see here, they are apple in Jammu and Kashmir, mango in Uttar Pradesh, citrus fruits in Maharashtra, orange in Punjab, lychee in Bihar. Now, since we mentioned lychee in Bihar, it recently got its GI tag and it was also in news a few months back because of the issue of children dying after consuming this fruit in empty stomach, and this happened in Muzaffarpur in Bihar. Muzaffarpur is also famous for the Kala Azhar Research Institute. So just mention for knowledge. Now we'll continue. Pineapple in Assam, banana in Tamil Nadu, grapes in Maharashtra, coconut again in Tamil Nadu and cocoa from Kerala. Now the second topic for discussion today is Sadia in Assam. Sadia in Assam witnessed killing of Bengalis which escalated the language divide. And Sadia is nicknamed the starting point of Assam and it borders with Arunachal Pradesh. It recently came into news with the Dhaula Sadia Bridge. The Dhaula Sadia Bridge is a beam bridge connecting the northeast states of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and it is very important to remember because it is currently the longest bridge in India. Then another thing is that Sadia is famous for the national waterway too, the Sadia Dhubri stretch of Brahmaputra river. Now we'll see the next topic, Samudra Shakti. Samudra Shakti is the inaugural edition of Indian Navy and Indonesian Navy bilateral exercise. The aim of this exercise is to strengthen bilateral relations, then expand maritime cooperation, enhance interoperability and exchange best practices as in all other cases of maritime exercises. Then regarding the India-Indonesia relations, the strategic partnership between the two nations was elevated to a comprehensive strategic partnership in May 2018 and defense cooperation has been a significant pillar of this partnership. Now from India, INS Rana of the Eastern Naval Command is representing India. Now location of the exercise is Surabaya, which is the second largest city in Indonesia. Some other important naval exercises of India are Malabar with US and Japan, Varuna with France, Konkan with UK and Slinex with Sri Lanka. The next topic of the day is Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. The 10th anniversary celebrations of Indian Ocean Naval Symposium or IONS is to commence at Kochi. The theme for the 10th anniversary seminar is IONS as a catalyst for Sagar. It aims to discuss maritime issues pertaining to cooperative capacity building to deal with common security concerns in the region. So we have mentioned Sagar. What is Sagar? Sagar stands for Security and Growth for All in the region. Also, Sagar is in consonance with India's Act East policy and the nation's diplomatic, economic and military outreach in the region. Now we will see some details of IONS or Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. The Indian Ocean Naval Symposium is a voluntary initiative that seeks to increase maritime cooperation among the navies of the littoral states of Indian Ocean region by providing an open and inclusive forum for discussion of regionally relevant maritime issues. Littoral states means that those which are situated on the shores of the sea or ocean. The IONS, represented by their navy chiefs, it was launched by India in 2008. Then India and Pakistan are members of IONS, but China has an observer status. Now the next topic of the day is OTT services. OTT is over-the-top services. The TRAI, or the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, restarted the discussions on regulatory issues and economic concerns with regard to OTT services. So, what is an OTT service actually? An over-the-top application, it is any app or service that provides a product over the internet and bypass traditional distribution. So, the services that come over the top, they are most typically related to media and communication and are generally lower in cost than the traditional method of delivery. So, examples are Skype, Viber, WhatsApp and Hype. They are some popular examples and widely used OTT services. Discussions are taking place so that the OTT players could be brought under a licensing regime to create a level playing field, since they offer similar services such as voice calling and messaging. So that's about OTT services. Now we have global cooling prize. The Ministry of Science and Technology instituted a new prize for innovative cooling technologies that could reduce the climate impact of residential air conditioning at least by 5 times. And it is called by the name Global Cooling Prize. The winning technology is expected to prevent up to 100 gigatons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions by 2050 and put the world on a pathway to mitigate up to 0.5 degrees Celsius warming by the turn of the next century. Apart from mission innovation, this prize is supported by the Department of Science and Technology and its partner organizations such as Ministry of Power, Bureau of Energy Efficiency and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So, Mission Innovation is a global initiative of 22 countries and the European Union for clean energy innovation. So, now what are the other steps taken by India for the same? India is among the fastest growing economies and the third largest emitting country in the world. We have similar initiatives for clean energy, International Solar Alliance, Green Corridors, small hydro projects, biogas for cooking, solar parks, etc. All these are for harnessing clean energy and to meet our commitments for Paris deal. So now we have the next topic of the day, that is Rural Crafts and Cultural Hubs project. It is an effort of West Bengal government to promote cultural industries in different parts of the state, which is also supported by the Department of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and by the UNESCO. Then 3 graphic novels have been published on 3 different art forms of the West Bengal, and both in Bengali and English in 2018. And the 3 art forms are Purulia's famous Chow dance, then Rebanche, that is a folk martial dance from South Bengal, and the third is puppetry from Nadia. Then we have the next topic of the day, that is Inspire 2018. Inspire 2018 is the International Symposium to promote innovation and research in energy efficiency. The second edition of Inspire is taking place in New Delhi and it is organized by the Energy Efficiency Services Limited and the World Bank. Also an Energy Innovation Challenge, that is Innovate to Inspire. The awards were also given at the ceremony. Then Energy Efficiency Services Limited, it works under the Ministry of Power and it is working towards mainstreaming energy efficiency and is running the world's largest energy efficiency portfolio in the country. And it has also pioneered innovative business approaches. So, for example, we can say the Ujala scheme. The Ujala scheme or the Unnat Jyoti by Affordable LEDs for All, it is spearheaded by the Energy Efficiency Services Limited. Now, that's all for the news pieces today. Now, we will move on to our daily session of MAP aided program. For that, we have the Inter-Bangladesh Friendship Product Pipeline project. And this project was recently inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina through video conferencing. And it is first such pipeline through which refined diesel will be supplied to Bangladesh from India. And the project involves construction of 130 km long pipeline that will connect Siliguri in West Bengal to Parbadipur in Bangladesh. Also, the Indian leg of the pipeline project will be implemented by the Assam-based Numaligarh Refinery Limited and the Bangladeshi leg will be implemented by Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation. Another thing related to this topic is that the Bangladesh cabinet approved access of Chittagong port by northeast states of India, enhancing the intra-regional connectivity. Also, we have border hearts with Bangladesh. Border hearts is actually a marketplace organized by both the countries, India and Bangladesh. So that's all for MAP aided program. Now we will move on to our daily session of PQRS. So the question is, what would happen if phytoplankton of an ocean is completely destroyed for some reasons? First statement is, the ocean as a carbon sink would be adversely affected. Then the second statement is, the food chains in the oceans would be adversely affected. Then the third statement is, the density of the ocean water would drastically decrease. So select the correct answer using the codes given below. You have the options 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So the first statement is, the ocean as a carbon sink would be adversely affected. So what is a carbon sink? Carbon sink is something which stores carbon dioxide. Phytoplanktons are actually aquatic producers, and they of course does photosynthesis, and they are also known as biological carbon pump because they store the atmospheric carbon in the sea. And ocean is the largest carbon sink because of the presence of these phytoplanktons. So the first statement turns to be true. The next statement regarding the food chain would definitely be affected because they are aquatic producers, and so the food chain of the ocean would be affected. Next is regarding the density of the ocean. They don't contribute towards the density of ocean because density is affected by various other factors like salinity, temperature, etc. So first statement and second statement turns to be true, and the third statement is a wrong statement. So the answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. So that's all regarding the topics for today. Thank you so much for listening.